Thrunite TC20, and this is version 2. I reviewed version 1 about 4 years ago, I discovered, and this light is the newer version. It's actually been out for a little while. I would say there's not a ton of changes. There's not necessarily, it's not a night and day difference as far as flashlights go. There are a few differences I'll mention. The price is still the same, really, so kind of take a look at this one. The old one looks like it's still available for sale on the Thrunite website, so you can check that out and really just see which of the two models you prefer. But here's the light. It, of course, comes in the standard Thrunite packaging and some stuff that it comes with. It comes with a bag here with a lanyard and some extra O-rings and an extra protective cap for the charging spot. This one is, here's an upgrade, USB-C rechargeable as compared to micro USB of the last one. It comes with a cable in case you don't already have 50 of them, but always appreciate lights and other things that are going to USB-C recharging because micro USB should be on the way out, like that cable out of the video. There is a belt clip case. This is a thinner, on the flimsy side compared to some of the stiffer cases. It's not a super stiff case. The light will fit in there like that. And you can see right here how that kind of folds down in there. Just kind of gives you an idea that it is a little bit more on the softer side of cases. On the back here, it's just a loop you can put your belt through. And then there's a D-ring here. There's no Velcro or anything else that you would kind of unflap. But that is the case. Of course, it comes with the instruction manual that you can read, or you can download this as well, but I'm going to cover it here. So let's have a look at the light. This light, as you can see just from start, it is a very palm-sized, very bright light. This light puts out all the way up to 4,068 lumens, and they say it will throw that 299 meters or 981 feet. So really a very good distance, a very good brightness on a light that is this size. You can see how palm carryable it is. And because it's that size, it's maybe not an everyday carry light, depending on your pants, but if you're going out somewhere at night and you have a thicker, bigger cargo pocket with something you could slide this into, I think it's carryable for that because it's not huge. It is something that you could carry in the right kind of situation. There's no pocket clips or anything like that, but with the right pocket, you could slide this in there or put it in a bag. Any other way you might carry it, but not too big and bright for what it is. This light is $89.95, which is incidentally the same price as the version 1 still on Thrunite's website. It comes in a cool and a neutral white LED. This has the Cree XHP70 version 2 LED in there in a not too deep orange peel reflector. And because that is a bit more of a shallow reflector, it gives this light it's not a super focus beam. We'll take it outside and take a look a little bit later, but it's kind of a mix between flood and throw, not a very focused beam, again, given that profile of that reflector right there. And the lens there is a glass lens, anti-reflective coated on both sides. On the back, there's no button there. The only button is on the side here, which we'll get to. On the back here, there's a spot that you could loop that lanyard through if you're so inclined. Unscrewing the back here, we'll reveal the battery. This comes with a 5,000 milliamp hour 26650 rechargeable battery, Thrunite battery you can see right there. That goes down in there. O-rings there. It has standard IPX8 rating. Hard anodized Type 3 aluminum. All the standard flashlight videos, they get a little bit redundant because all flashlights, all the standard high quality flashlights these days are made to the same standard high quality specifications, which Thrunites are and a lot of the other manufacturers are, and no exception here. So it's a little belaboring to go over some of those repetitive points, but point being that Thrunites, if you've had them before, I've had a ton of them, I've reviewed a bunch of them, I've carried them, they are well made, and they're going to handle a lot of stuff that you can throw at them. So moving forward here, a little bit different design on the sort of handle part here compared to the style that it was before. Right here is the USB-C charging port. When it's charging, the light will light up red over here. When it's fully charged, it will go to blue. And then this seals up right in there for that water rating. And they do give you an extra one of these little rubber pieces if somehow you lose it or something like that. The light here, when you turn it on, it will light up either blue, red, flashing red, or off, and that will correspond to different battery percentages. I'll put a little graphic down at the bottom here so I don't just bore you with all the numbers. But the light there will give you an idea of the battery percentage charge left so that you know when you need to go recharge that. The user interface on this If you are familiar with any modern flashlights, you will be able to easily figure this light out without reading the included instruction pamphlet, because this works as all standard modern flashlights do. And that is, you long press, and that comes on to that moonlight mode, 0.3 lumens for 71 days. I'll put a graphic down here so I don't, again, bore you with all the numbers. But long press to get to the moonlight mode, and then the 3 intermediate modes, low, medium, high, you just hold it down and it cycles between the 3 of those. From any of those modes, you double click, that gets to the turbo, and then another double click, that gets into the strobe. It does have mode memory for any of those 3 intermediate modes, low, medium, and high. So there, turn it off on the low, back onto the low. And again, just pretty straightforward. So like all standard lights, long press to get to the moonlight, long press to cycle through the intermediate modes, double click to get to the high, and another double click to get to the strobe. Really, again, very standard between all lights. So you're going to figure this one out very simply. Now, a few notable differences between the version 1 and the version 2. Version 1 puts out 3,800 lumens. This puts out 4,068. Are you going to notice that difference? Probably not. Version 1 will do 3,800 lumens for 130 minutes, and this will do that 4,068 for 3.7 minutes before ramping down. This will do 1,800 lumens for 2 hours and 2 minutes, so still pretty long on some of those outputs. The original version 1 threw 320 meters according to them, and this throws 299 meters. Are you going to realistically notice that difference in 20 meters at that distance again? Probably not. Version 1 has micro USB, and thank you very much. As I mentioned, this is upgraded to USB-C, which is definitely an improvement. So like I said, between the two, there's not a drastic night and day difference between version 1 and version 2. They are the same price. You can consider between the two of them which of those things you might be interested in, but they're not a ton different. They're a little different styling, but similar brightnesses, similar runtime, sort of, kind of. So let's take this one outside and have a look at it and get some beam shots.
All right, looking at this light outside now. On the moonlight mode, you're probably not going to pick it up much here, but going into the low, the medium, and the high, standing on a soccer field across there, there's the other goal, and there's the turbo. You can see lights up the other goal pretty decently, and a little bit past it. You know, it's not that throwy of a light. It's got a bit, you can see here, flood, decently wide beam, kind of a good mixture of flood and throw. So you're not going to get super wide with it. You're not going to get super throw with it. It'll light up those trees over there. But again, for the nice compact size, you can see the blue light there. It shows the battery percentage. How about lighting up that water tower over there across the field? It will start to get warm over time. I've had it on this high for a while, between the high and the turbo, and the tip here up where that heatsink is. It's not hatefully warm like some lights get. Not super warm. It's tolerable. I can put my fingers on it. It's really not bad for the output that you're getting with this thing. This light is a nice mixture of flood and throw and small size. Nice compact size, nice bright light. So check this one out from Thrunite.